Good evening.
It's Monday night. Oh, my phone's on. Oh my gosh, so much going on. I'm Georgia.
I'm the Rev.
And we are here on Monday night. It is the 4th of November, 2013. You know what? So can I tell you a little bit about what November 4th means?
Yes, please.
So my son's birthday's tomorrow. He's going to be 9 years old. I know it's impossible for me to have a 9-year-old.
Right.
He was really, really young when he was born. Really young.
He was really young when he was born?
He was
Fuck,
really
I bet. I bet.
He was like a newborn when he was born.
See,
that's pretty young.
Yeah, it's totally young. So I do this thing on the 4th of November, and I have been doing it since the 4th of November 10 years ago. I went into labor while I was eating a Chipotle burrito.
Nice.
Yeah.
That'll do it.
So I
go into labor sometimes after labor. I don't think it's the same
you
thing.
feel like you want to go into labor, right? Just in case you guys are wondering, we are in the studio with Jimmy from No One Left Standing, and these guys, and some chicken noises. And these guys are going to be in after the first ad break to talk about their upcoming album and some shows they got going on and some projects and just to kind of hang out because it's the fun thing to do on Monday night, which, as we know, is the best night of the week. So anyway, so November 4th, I always have the same meal that I had when I went into labor with my kid because it's just what I do. And so, of course, my family does that with me now because who doesn't want to have a big, fat, humongous Chipotle burrito every year on November 4th?
Me.
You don't?
Oh, I love it.
I've never once finished a Chipotle burrito, and it's just not it's not, no.
Not American.
No, it's not.
I'm dumbfounded. First of all, how can you not finish it?
One, because it's a football.
I can eat the football and a bag of chips and guacamole by myself.
Holy shit. Damn, where do you put it all?
On my ass.
Sure, no.
See?
No.
But anyway.
Good digestive system.
That's right.
There you go. It's a quality. It's all that running that you do.
It is all that running. It is all that running. But anyway, so tomorrow, so I did that today with my family, and that was fantastic. But I get so teary about this. I guess part of it is because it's an only child thing. I mean, maybe if you have multiple and you're like, whatever, I can't remember what day he was born on, much less the meal that I had. But I get super teary. And I was on my way home with burritos in hand, calling Warren on the phone to let him know that we were coming home. And I was like, oh my God, I've been teary all day and Gavin's so over me. And my little son says from the backseat, I'm not over you, Mom. It's okay. It's great. It's okay. I'm like, oh, he's fine in the fact that I've been.
Started crying.
I did.
You got until about 10 or 11.
And then he'll be
possibly.
over me.
Well, it's possible. I mean, I don't know. It varies.
When
at
did you get
age.
over your mom?
I still love my mom.
Right. Exactly.
But when I was a teenager, I was not the nicest to my mommy.
Yes.
Was she
So-
the nicest to you?
She's a sweetheart.
She was as
Jeremy's
nice
the
to me as I
cutest, isn't
deserved.
she?
She
Jeremy's
treated me
mom's
like I
the best.
deserved.
Good
So
answer.
when I didn't deserve it, I got treated how I deserved. Period.
She's a smart lady, your mom. I like your mom a lot.
Yeah, she's a great girl.
Yeah. So yeah, tomorrow, 9 years old, pretty amazing. And then his birthday party this weekend. I don't know why everyone keeps saying we're so brave. We're having a sleepover with 8 little boys,
8, 9-year-olds?
8 9-year-olds. I think it'll be great. I'm excited. And I don't care if they stay up all night because I'll sleep. I'm good. I think it'll be fun. Anyway, that's what's going on in my neck of the woods. What about you, Jer?
Fuck. Sorry, I'm trying to post.
Multitask.
Yeah. And it's
Ugh.
not
Well, I
working.
can carry the show. So tomorrow's election day in the grand state of Colorado. We are dealing with a lot of interesting things on the ballot. One of which is Proposition AA, which I find to be so interesting, which is the tax proposition that will make recreational marijuana in Colorado so freaking expensive because people have scared the voters into believing one of two things. One is that the feds will stay away from us if we pass this tax, which is ridiculous. The feds will stay away from us if we follow the rules laid out by our legislators, not because of this huge tax. Or other people have spread the rumor that recreational stores won't open if this tax doesn't pass. And that's not true either. So vote no if you haven't voted already. Have you voted, Chris? Did you vote no? Good boy. Jared,
I'm going to vote tomorrow.
you're going to actually go to the polls.
I like to do it in person. I don't like to mail it in. That just,
Yeah,
I don't know.
Jimmy, do you go in person?
Do you go in Broomfield? Yeah, I like to go in person too. Yeah,
There's
it's
just something satisfying
They give you a
about
little
it.
sticker and everything. Yeah, and
I go for the sticker.
I do. I get the sticker.
That's
Last
it.
time I took my first picture on Instagram is my I voted sticker right next to my lighter and my freshly packed bowl of
Right.
newly legal weed. What the fuck are you doing?
It's
over
like
there?
he's never been around this kind of equipment. You know, you
my
would think a
first time.
musician would be all over like cords and wires and microphones and headphones, but no, this one, he's broken us.
Yeah, he's like, no.
We're
Fuck.
broken.
I'm sorry. I apologize.
Hmm.
I better put some candy in my mouth so I just relax.
You know what kind of candy that is?
Strawberry.
It's grandma candy.
Grandma candy.
It does.
like- it's
yeah,
like-
this is
it's
what's
like-
inside the trays
Yeah.
at your grandma's
Grandma's
house. Or
house.
like you go to bingo and they got these chilling.
You're like, where the fuck do you get this
Yeah.
strawberry candies from?
Can
Do
I
you get
tell a
these from
bingo
the
story?
grandma
Sure.
store? Yes, please.
Do you guys have a bingo story?
My grandma loved
Not really.
bingo, and she played bingo all the time. And one year we actually had Thanksgiving turkey because she won a turkey at bingo. Yep, it's like we don't gotta buy a turkey this year. We had a bingo turkey for Thanksgiving.
Hot damn.
Yeah, I was little. I remember that.
So I've only been to bingo once, and I would go again if anyone ever invited
yeah.
me. I would go again in a
Oh,
heartbeat.
I'd totally go.
Yeah.
You want to go play bingo one of these days?
Okay.
All
yeah.
right, see, you
You
yeah.
gotta call me too.
Okay, we'll go.
how we
We have
get
to
the
go
ball
buy all
rolling.
the stuff first, though, because I'm not going like a newbie and purchasing it there. Like I'm
Like the
going
docs,
the
the
stamp
daughters
and
and
the yeah.
Oh, you can't just show up and buy all that shit?
You can, but
You
then
show
you
up
look
with
like
your
a
own
loser.
bingo cards too, or what?
No, you can't show up with your own bingo cards.
We'll show up with because that's how
cheating.
that's how you win.
Well, I didn't know. I didn't know that you're supposed to bring your own gear. It's like, hey, show
No,
up with your
it's pretty
stamper
serious.
and your.
No, it's pretty serious. Some ladies got like different colors. They work like 15
I
different
know.
cards.
I can't follow
Yeah,
2 cards,
uh-huh.
much less yeah.
Yeah,
Right?
one card is good enough for me.
One card's
you know?
good enough for me.
I even
Holy
when I used
shit.
to go with my grandma, as a matter of fact, she'd have a whole table laid out. She'd be like, and then she'd look at mine. She'd look at mine and be like she would hit them, you know, because
Yeah,
they go pretty
yeah.
quick. And I was like, I don't know how many other numbers I missed, but
Right?
you know,
why
grandma's
am
gangster.
I even here if I can't do my own? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I had a friend when I was living in my hometown, and it was before I went to grad school. For like 6 months, I worked in this law firm, and one of the paralegals was a friend of mine, and her name was Joanne. Hi, Joanne. And she was this Catholic woman. All their kids went to Catholic school, and of course went to bingo at the church. And in that day you could smoke, and so it was oh my God, everyone smoked. It was
Nasty.
nasty.
Mhm. Oh, yeah.
So we went in, and I was like overwhelmed. You can buy food, and
Yeah.
there were people there with
Hot dogs.
drinks, like booze.
Alcohol.
Yeah, not that you bought it there, but they brought
Nope.
their booze. Like Catholics bingo,
Oh,
man.
it gets down.
It gets down. So the guy that was calling the numbers checking the cards had a wireless mic on, like a headphone wireless mic. So he'd go around and he'd check the numbers or whatever. And so there's lots of people, and it's all women. There aren't a lot of
there's not a whole lot of
penises
dudes.
at the bingo.
Not a whole lot of dudes at the bingo.
No.
are there?
So we're sitting there, and all of a sudden we hear like over the speakers like this weird noise of the sink going, or what sounded like the sink going. And you know the room starts to get quiet as everyone's wondering what this noise is, and it lasts. Yes, it was the guy with the mic had gone into the bathroom off this room.
Nice.
So you hear what you think is the water
Nice.
running, and then you realize,
Boom.
then you
Toilet
hear the
flush.
actual water running.
That
And he
is
comes out of
cool.
the room, and it was because it was in like this big like church room. The bathroom was right off of it, and everyone just sat there and stared. And when he walked out, everyone started laughing. He practically had to leave. He was so embarrassed.
Kind of like Naked Gun when he takes it in there. He's like
Right.
singing and whistling. Good thing that's all he did was
Yeah,
handle
he-
business.
Oh,
like what if
right?
he was
You could have been pooping in there. That could have got real bad.
or even worse, just like, you know, shaking
Sick.
it more than 3 times, you know, playing with that type thing. Doing a bit of whistle song
At the
talking
Catholic
to
church?
somebody.
You could have been jerking off or taking a dump or both.
Man.
You can't do both at the same time.
I The producer says so.
Well, not Jack, no.
Ah!
Oh, it's called something.
It's
too?
not called anything. It's
wow.
not called anything. There's
I
not
did
a
not know
name.
that.
There's not a name for stuff like. There's not a name for stuff like that.
What you're thinking of is a blumpkin, but that's not. You're not. That's something else.
What's a?
If you ask, I'll make Chris tell you.
You know, I don't know that I want to really. This is not an educational show for me. This is an educational show for others. So I share. All right, so vote no on Proposition AA. We decided that. The other thing that happened today that unfortunately I was having technical difficulties and couldn't listen to is that the Denver City Council had a subcommittee meeting for the Amendment 64 group that's going to talk about whether or not you can smoke marijuana in your backyard.
I read something in the paper, not that that matters, but a couple days ago that they amended that and changed that a little bit. So was that kind of taking place today secretly?
So it wasn't secret. I mean, you can watch the whole thing online. They went from you can't smoke anywhere in public, meaning if someone could see you from the road in your house smoking, that technically that was against the law, to you just can't smoke outside. So if you were in your backyard and someone could see or smell you, despite the fact that you were on private property, you would still be in violation of the law.
I love these Colorado problems we have. It's like, fuck you. We want to smoke outside. And people in other states are like, really? Really? If they see us inside smoking a joint, they got the SWAT team kicking down our front door, the DEA shooting our dog, and, shit. Yeah. So I love our Colorado problems.
Yeah, very lucky.
Like, we got to go to city council and just say, let us smoke outside too. Fuck you. You let us smoke cigarettes outside. Come on.
Well, and that really is it. But to me, it's a slippery slope. So you can tell me what I can do in my backyard because that's offensive to you. But what about what's offensive to me? I'm a quasi-vegetarian and I hate the smell of steaks on a grill. So can I somehow get a whole bunch of PETA people to go petition the city council so that you can no longer grill outside? I mean, it's a slippery slope to me.
That makes great sense right there, though.
Right.
Because it's true. I mean,
who's to say that you should make a law for anybody for anything? Why add to the laws?
Well, and how about cigarette smoke, which we know secondhand smoke causes cancer, and that's not illegal.
Exactly.
Right, exactly. And it's irritating as crap to people that don't smoke because I'm not a smoker,
right.
And I hate walking past a group of people smoking cigarettes outside of, like, you almost have to walk through that outside smoking area to get into a venue or somewhere.
Right.
It's just like,
it's worse
dude.
now. Yeah, it's worse now with this smoking ban because everyone has to congregate 15 feet outside of the doorway, and on those days in February where it's colder and snowy and people want to be under the whatever cover they can get, so they're all right there, and they blow all that cancer right on you.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Big heaps of it.
Big heaps of cancer.
That's why I'm grateful that I've switched to an electronic vaping device.
That smells like a lollipop.
It smells great and it tastes delicious too. But I am proud of you because he used to smoke cigars. And
those
used to
little prime times, so they
gross,
look like
man.
cigarettes.
Yeah,
but
cigars all the time. And I'm like, dude,
you were
please.
a beast.
Oh, yeah.
You were a beast.
Yeah, so it's like people like, you're hitting your e-cigarette all the time. It's like, yeah, but I used to be a professional smoker.
A cigar.
So tomorrow it'll be 2 years and 2 months.
Wow, that's a long time. I didn't know it was that long.
Yep.
That's fantastic.
Since I've had, and over this last 2 months, I've been tempted far more, not by anybody. No one's been like, come on, you want one.
I'd kill him.
But just being around anybody. Yeah, see, we had this conversation.
Yeah.
But where I've been much more tempted, where it's like, oh, come on, I could just have one. And it's like, no, you can't. Don't even try it. You don't even want to drag. And it's like,
no, you don't.
I'm right. I don't. And it's like,
what will happen to you if you take a drag of a cigarette? What will happen to you?
What make you sick?
No,
and throw up, or what make you want to
something
have
negative to my nuts.
Make that nut.
Oh yeah, I lose a nut. That's it. Ooh. Damn.
The left one or the right one?
Which one do you like? Which one do you like most?
Don't tell her the truth.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. No.
Then I'll just take both.
Tell him you like both of
The
them.
one that hangs lower.
That one's more impressive.
Do you name them? Do boys name them?
I don't know.
No.
Balls?
Because
named your balls?
I don't need dudes.
You did?
I don't need
He
dudes
said
in my
what?
pants.
You do. Don't be embarrassed. You named your balls,
Did you, Chris?
didn't you?
No,
Your junk?
no, my junk has a name.
See, and I just can't
It
do that
does?
either. It's
What
like-
is the
Why-
your
why
junk's
did-
name?
Why did
gotta
men
say
do that?
no.
I didn't name it. Lady named it.
Okay, well then, cool.
What did
What's the
she name it? You brought it up.
She won't say either.
You brought it up. Aw.
Is it like a real name or is it like a cutesy wootsy
like
pet
Jeff?
name?
Scott?
Is it
Is it
Jeff?
like, right, it's like
It's not Larry?
Steven.
What
It's
is
like,
it?
hey, Steven's up.
It's Earl.
Is it really? Okay, you liar. All right, well, I don't really want to know what the name of your dick is, so why we're
kinda
pressing you
curious.
is beyond me. I guess I'm still used to our other radio show. Where it's like, nope, we're going to find out, fucker. You came in here. But you're always in here, so.
We think we're hilarious tonight, so we should probably take an ad break.
Probably. What
It's
time
just-
is it? Oh, we are 1 minute past, so yeah.
see.
And then so we'll be right back with the guys from No One Left Standing, and we're going to learn a few nifty things, maybe. Or maybe not. Who knows?
Yeah.
The Law Office of Edson, Mayton, and Matz provides criminal defense, family law, medical marijuana defense, and advice about setting up and running a medical marijuana center, optional premises cultivation operation, and infused product manufacturing businesses throughout the state of Colorado. We're focused on providing high-quality service and customer satisfaction. We will do everything we can to meet your expectations. WarrenEdson.com. Edson, Mayton, and Matz in Denver, 303-831-8188, and in Aspen, 970-948-7183. WarrenEdson.com.
Are you a medical marijuana patient or interested in finding out how to become one? Contact Mile High Wellness, where your care is our concern. Conveniently located on Hamden and Tamarack in the Whole Foods parking lot behind Proof of the Pudding. Mile High Wellness offers a wide variety of edibles, hashes, and some of Colorado's top strains. Mile High Wellness, where your care is our concern. 3525 South Tamarack, Suite 110, on the corner of Hamden and Tamarack. 720-382-8516. Mile High Wellness, where your care is our concern.
Green Faith Ministry is for spiritual guidance, MMJ information, and networking combined with compassionate care on the way to enlightenment with all Green Faith sacraments. Green Faith provides charity assistance, including medical and food throughout the year. Contact them at greenfaithministry.com.
Hi. Hi,
Holy
welcome
shit.
back. That was the fastest ad break ever.
All right, how does that work out so
that worked out
fast?
great. That worked out great.
Did it? Are you still typing?
Well,
What's
I just cut my very, very important text short. Nothing's more important than No One Left Standing, though.
Oh, wow. I appreciate that.
Okay,
Nothing
that's a lie. So you
Nothing
guys,
is more
you guys are
important
awesome and
to
important.
myself. Just kidding.
But you're more important than that text.
Oh,
All right, do you want to
appreciate
introduce
that.
your friends?
Right, I would love to introduce my friends, especially since I'm being handed a utensil of peace
Love and peace.
and love. So, all right, well, I'll pass it to you, and I'll allow you to do what you do.
My name is Jimmy. I've known Jeremy for a wonderful long time and real good buddy of mine. He's been telling me that we're good and that we suck whenever we need it. This is my DJ.
Truthful that way.
Yes. Well, that's what I'm saying is good stuff. All right, so this is my DJ, Mr. Lojack, Josh. He's on the turntables.
Hi, Mr. Lojack, Josh.
Say hi.
Hey, what's up? I Cannabis.
There. all
So
right.
Josh was on our last
Grandma Candy.
That's right.
Sex Pot radio show,
That's
I
right.
believe,
Yep.
Yes, sir. Yes, I was. It was awesome.
that week because we got our tickets for an awesome show.
Yes, sir.
So
That was a killer show.
thank you for being on that particular show.
Oh, anytime, brother.
But now you're back.
I am back.
This is not your first time into the studio. You remember what the studio was before this, right?
Yeah, it was a boning spot.
Yes.
Yeah.
So for those of you guys that are
You
not
really
playing the
actually
home
had-
game,
actually had
this
sex
used
there?
to be a porn studio
Oh, okay.
before all this.
Nice.
So that's
Wait. He just asked a question of you, though.
What was the question?
Jimmy, did you just ask Jeremy if
Oh,
he
did I?
specifically had sex here?
No, I said
Oh, okay.
you allowed boning on the radio show. That's what I thought. And I was like, damn, why didn't I come to those fucking shows? Man,
That was that's the filming room, obviously where the camera goes.
Okay.
Well, there was actually two of them. So there was one here. which is part of the reason why we rented this building, is because obviously this room is soundproofed.
Right.
And then the door, the big conference room, they drywalled over the camera space, so there's a closet that was also that
nice.
big space. Yeah, I had him recarpet and paint all the walls of the entire building.
I bet you could still green or blue.
No,
red light, a lot of
no.
stuff. Blue light. No, no, good there. All right.
No.
Well,
Nope.
either way, that's awesome. Great history. I had no idea.
Before that, do you want to know what they did before that?
Absolutely.
They made artificial limbs in here.
Cool.
Oh, like prosthetic?
Like prosthetic arms and legs.
This was a warehouse for prosthetic
It was
limbs.
a factory.
Wow.
They made.
That would have been really cool to have known on
No,
my other radio
that's
show.
No,
We
yeah,
could
no.
have
If you
really had
combine
fun with
those
that.
two things,
Right. It's for
One was artificial limbs. The
retired
other one
prostitutes. Retired
was
prostitutes
natural.
with no legs.
I promise it's true. I promise. Yeah, yeah. And I'll introduce you to a guy that used to star in some of the movies here, who works next door.
Oh, he was a porn. Does he have a mustache still?
No, but he has that hair, the
Gotcha.
porn
The
star
hair.
hair.
Interesting.
Porn hair.
Yeah.
Interesting. It'd be more interesting if it was a woman, but not if she had that hair, but or mustache.
Or a mustache.
But midgets and ponies.
Yes.
Okay,
Anyways, yes.
you're forgetting
Back
the rest
on
of your
task.
friends.
Yes.
So
Back on
rude.
task.
Anyways.
All right,
focus.
so Eddie is our guitar player.
Hi, Eddie.
Mr. Eddie Perlman.
Greetings.
And then we got Adam. Adam Birch is our drummer. And then Trevor Saunders is our bass player. So
We're so glad you guys are here.
we're happy to be here. Yeah, I've been hogging the mic, guys. So if you guys want to say something, dude, I don't know how to shut up. So
Well, that's why
Trevor
you're the lead
knows. We were
singer.
just on an
Trevor
MMA
knows how to shut up.
No,
or-
we went to an MMA radio show, and I just talked, and Trevor was like, "Yeah." Like that was all he said. No, because
Yes, please.
here,
So-
switch me spots.
So tell us a little bit about how might you describe your music, Trevor?
I would describe our music to be
Closer to the mic, maybe?
Yeah, that works. I'd say like we're heavy, we're funky. There's a lot of groove influence, a lot of metal. Just kids can get up, shove each other to it. Chicks can shake their ass to us. We get a lot of different aspects to us. Really, there's very few bands that are really as diverse as we are. Really, that's about it. Really, I mean,
Nice.
Think that hit it right on the head.
That was pretty good. Good
Yep.
job.
Well,
So
'cause
how-
you know,
That's why you're in
you
the
know
band.
what kind of band we are.
Oh yeah, that's why I was
Yeah.
patiently listening.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right,
That
let's see what he
was-
says.
See if they were right. They knew what kind of band they are.
Yeah.
You're wrong.
No.
That's not what you are at all.
Wrong answer.
So
But that
Adam,
was the
how did
right
you guys
answer.
meet each other? How did you guys become a band?
Well, I actually got hit up by Jimmy on Facebook.
Yep.
I'd never I've heard the band on the
Yeah.
radio and the competitions and all that, but I'd never met Jimmy and didn't know any of the guys, and I just got this random message for, "Do you have any videos of you drumming online?" And
He's
I was,
like,
and
"Who
I was
is
pretty
this?"
much like, "Who are you?"
And I'm like, what are you wearing? Send me video.
Snapchat me.
He told me who they were, and I went and checked them out, and it's legit. It's a lot of fun to play. Definitely my style.
Yeah.
My style of drumming. So.
What were you doing before this?
I was in an old garage band for a while. It was an old blues pop band. We had an old 60-year-old singer who had that real raspy blues
Nice.
voice to it. A lot of fun. No, before that I marched drum corps for a few years. That's where I got
He's a
the
bad drummer.
rudimental chops. if you
Yeah,
will.
nice. That's awesome. So how do you know when a band gels? Like what makes you convinced that this is it?
Well, I just joined the band two and a half months ago or so.
Yeah.
And Trevor as well a few weeks ago. And there's a ton of talent in this band, and I think we mesh well. The reason I think we mesh well when we're playing is those moments of serious groove, where it just feels right.
Yeah.
Yeah, these guys could just go off on a tangent and play with each other. I lucked out, actually, because what happened was there was another version of No One Left Standing, and other people moved on to do other things, and I kept on going with the project. I was told about Adam. I sent him an email right away, and he knew these two guys. Josh has always been my road dog. Josh has been around since damn near the beginning. And
Yeah, I've
so
known you about
I
it
lucked
long.
out. We already had, a project that was pretty successful. But adding these guys, like, honestly, dude, I feel like I had first round draft picks with every single one
Nice.
of them. And they've jammed in bars together, like, you know, we're just going to get up and they're too good. They could just play for 15, 20 minutes nonstop, you know, and now I'm just like, okay, cut that in half. Like, let's write that for this long and, you know, trying to write a new album. But that's what's going to be so good is that it's taken us probably 2 years to come out with an album. So with these guys, we're probably going to have the album finished a lot quicker.
Nice.
And I think we'll be a lot more happy with the project that comes out. Because like Trevor says, we do it all. We're not stopping. We're not metal or we're not heavy rock or anything like that. We're embracing everything and trying to make everybody feel good, you know.
Nice. So you guys have got some potential shows coming up in the next couple months, right, Josh?
Definitely. Yeah, I heard some Summit Music Hall, and we might be playing the Octagon for an MMA fight.
Yeah, we're actually looking. Yeah, there's a couple of MMA fights that we would love to hop on, and I don't think it's ever been done before. They have these little intermissions, and I'm like, man, it'd be cool to be a band. And a fighter walked out to one of our songs. She wound up winning. We wound up talking to the guy. They're like, hey, this is the band that did the song. He's like, let's get you out at a fight. And I'm like, that would be so much fun because I'm a huge MMA fan anyway. And so yeah. So hopefully none of the dates are locked in as of yet. So right now we're just concentrating on writing those next couple of tracks and getting in the studio. She used FAMP, the title track, yeah.
That's a good song.
And then what was cool was she knocked her out in the third round, and then they played it again, and I was like, oh my God! They played it again!
That's me.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I spilled a little bit of beer. I was like, oh my God! Yeah, I was super, super stoked about it. Actually, I got it on my phone, too. I had the video.
Of course you did.
Oh my God!
See, it's weird the things that you get excited over, like the things that matter to you. Like yesterday, I met the artist that does a lot of the art that me and Jenny collected, and it was huge. Where a week ago I met Tommy Chong, and it was like, "Hey, dude, how you doing?"
Hey,
you know,
right.
Told him my story,
exactly.
and was like, "Right on, have a good one."
No,
I'll see you later.
Definitely.
And,
yeah. It's amazing some of the things that make you get out of character. Like
Yeah.
you're so comfortable, and all of a sudden you're like, you know, you just completely lose, focus on how to be a human being.
Well, and what's really funny is listening to how excited you're getting over the possibility of getting to play in an octagon.
Yeah.
Where it's like, dude, can you even list the bands that you've played with in the last 3 years?
Just I can, but it would be a long list.
Well, give it a few
Korn,
good
Seven
examples.
Dust, Avenged Sevenfold, Slipknot, you know, all the good ones. Anybody that's in your, except for like 9 Inch Nails. Oh my God, I wanted to play with 9 Inch Nails so bad. But yeah, I mean, we've played with we're thankful to play with some really good bands. You know, that is definitely memories that don't go away. The worst part about playing a show like that is that it goes like that.
Sure.
Before it's the last song and you're walking off the stage and there's nothing like looking into a crowd of like 3,000 people that are just looking at you like, and like, you know when you're messing up too, because there is no reaction and then you're like, oh my God, what do I do? But yeah, love them.
Still.
Good times.
Lots of good times. And Head PE was recently, which is...
Yeah,
how many times have you played with Head PE?
That was our 6th time, I think, that we played with Head PE.
That's the
Yep.
shit.
That was actually a really good show. That was Eddie's very first show that he had played with us. And he had how many practices? 2 practices?
It was like, two
Maybe
weeks.
He had 2 weeks to learn an entire set.
So no pressure.
Yeah, no
Right.
pressure.
It's not even a small show. Not like
Yeah.
you're playing a bar or some, rinky-dink little place.
Yeah.
You're playing with Head PE.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it was awesome. It was a ton of fun, and it was crazy just being thrown into it, you know? Like, 2 weeks later, I'm playing at the Summit, and then I go to shows there, and it's a blast, you know?
Yeah. Yep. And then we did the same thing to Trevor, as a matter of fact. Trevor had 2 practices, and we threw him at the Black Sheep down in the Springs with Lola Black. I mean, that was a big show for the Springs, you know what I mean? A big show for us. We've never even been to the Springs. How many practices did you get? I think you had.
I had a little more. I had like 5 weeks. I think,
Like a
something
month.
Like that.
He had a month and
I
a
had
week
it easy.
to learn at least 9, 10, or 11 tracks. And these guys have been great sports. They've gone back and they're learning the whole. Dude, you're gonna love coming to No One Left Standing show now. All the songs that you're like play, you're like the guy in the crowd. Metallica, play Metallica. Jeremy knows
Play
all
some
the
Slayer.
all the Slayer. All the old songs. So you're gonna love coming now. We got the old songs coming out too, which
Yeah.
aren't really that old, but just.
Well, no, but the Yeah, no, I know what you mean.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited. Good.
You see
Thank
that
God.
little grin right there?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a real
That's a
one.
cute one. That's a cute
That's
one.
a real one.
Because it's shit, man. I've been going to No One Left Standing shows for so long. I've done lasers and all
Oh,
kinds
yeah.
of stage
Oh,
effects and
absolutely,
random
yeah.
things. And
When we played the Best Band in Denver contest, dude, the lights were out at X Saloon and Jeremy's running purple and green lasers and he knows the music. So people, oh man, my God, it was just that's a good memory right there.
it was
Definitely.
fun times.
Yeah, we got to get you back working lasers on yeah. Well, we'll talk about that.
Yeah,
we'll talk about that.
He just committed. I heard him say yes.
Yes.
No, I just
Alright. Well, it would only make sense. He knows all the songs, and now we're playing all the songs that we've been playing before, and it's a great group of guys, dude. I can't wait for you to meet, actually get to know these guys. Like, these are the guys I've been looking for a long effing time, dude.
fucking better
honestly.
be, goddammit, because no pressure or nothing. But nobody's getting any younger, and
Exactly. Nobody's getting any younger. Now is the time. Yeah, no, these guys have been working extremely hard, man. And I just hope that, we can turn that corner like, we've been waiting to do, so.
So if someone wants to hear your music or find out what your show schedule is, how do they do that?
They could go to facebook.com/no1leftstanding, the number one left standing, and then they could go to Reverb Nation, put in No One Left Standing, YouTube, No One Left Standing, iTunes, No One Left Standing. We're all over Pandora. We have a Pandora station.
You do?
Yeah, you can put in. We actually get paid. No, not being worthless like that. But yeah, if you make a No One Left Standing station, some of the songs that they team us up with, man, not really, But hey, it's a Pandora station. So,
I'll do it. Absolutely.
Yeah, appreciate that.
Yeah.
Definitely.
so should we mention that a little project that we're
That's up to you, buddy.
we're gonna dabble in?
That's up to you.
All right, so because I've known, I want to say No One Left Standing for a long time, but now there's new members, so but I've known Jimmy for a long time, I've known Josh for a long time, but somebody a few weeks ago asked me about a song, which I'm not going to bring up. That's going to be one of the secret ones, but she asked me about a song, and I was like, what? She's like, oh, Jenny was having a song made, and it's like, what? And then she kept going into it and giving me more details. So I'm like, look, I don't know what you're talking about. Did she mention a band's name? Was it No One Left Standing? Because that's like our go-to band. So she's like, I don't know. So I hit you up, and I was like, hey, dude, did Jenny hit you up to make a song called, I'm not going to say it because that's going to be the secret. But and then you're like, no.
I wish.
It's not ringing a bell.
I
Yeah.
wish she would have.
And it's like, well,
I wish she would have. Yeah.
So it's like, all right, well, I don't know who she hit up. I don't know anything about it, but
Hopefully we find out because we're doing the.
we're gonna do one too.
Sorry. Yeah.
So
we'll do one too.
But then it started to develop because a month or so ago, I went to you and asked you if you would write a song called Revolutionary Angel, and because that was Jenny. And you said yes, which is great because
there wouldn't have been a story if you would have said no.
No. Well, sure there would have because he's on the radio now, and I can use the power of that to say, hey. So he said no, but we got to tell him.
Yeah, that's
but no.
an honor to do something like that.
And I know it'll be sweet because I like your lyrics. That's why we.
I appreciate that.
Whatever. Fuck.
Yeah, so you said that we were gonna do that song.
And so it started
yes.
to be like a couple of songs.
Yeah, well,
it's like, all right, well, now there's two, and it's like, okay, well, there could be a small story here. So then you.
Yeah. Well, we tossed around the idea of just, Jenny was family, and so we tossed around the idea to make like a EP, a short EP, 3-4 songs, 4 or 5 songs or whatever, and just dedicate it, because like I said, we've known each other for years, and I think it would be extremely cool to dive into something so meaningful, you know what I mean? And with these guys can play, so I think it would be a great project to embark on, and and I know you've always been itching to write and be a part of the music that we do. So this would be a good opportunity for you to to be So it's going to be cool working hand in hand, having a project, and it's probably not something that's going to come out very quick. It'll be something that we definitely take our time with, and
it's got it.
And honestly, I'm honored to be a part of it, and I hadn't even actually brought it up to these guys.
Oh yeah,
yet.
surprise!
Thank you.
We just talked about it the other day, so
Two albums now, not just one.
I'll ask you guys.
It's job security.
Well,
see, I like that attitude. Whoever said that, good
that's
attitude.
Great.
It's passion security.
Yeah. So I think it'll be really cool, and we can be whatever we want to be, because that's how Jenny would want it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. She had a wide variety of music. Just don't do any. She liked country too, because that's where she grew up, but she didn't really.
Yeah.
But we don't like country, so don't do any of that.
Thank you.
Well, damn it. No.
Right?
Well, there goes track 2. We're down to 2. We're down to
2 songs.
We're down to 2 songs now. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, no, not a big country fan, but we'll.
Although she
it'll
did
be
like
fun.
dubstep a lot.
You know what? Here's the thing.
On purpose?
I think Korn.
I guess. I think
Korn,
some of it's good.
I think Korn did a really good job, mixing the metal and the dubstep. And I think if it's done right, because dubstep to me is like ADD music. There's no hook, there's no beat, there's no chorus, there's no hook, but some of it's fucking super cool, and the music and the sounds that it makes, absolutely cool. And so if you can incorporate that with some groove and some funk, you know what I mean, and do some glitchy stuff like that, I think that would be really, really cool. Without being a whole dubstep song, more or less just kind of incorporating some of that style in there. I've been wanting to do that for a long time. Hi, Josh.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
See, so this could be a good experiment.
Man.
A good place that you could try something, make a song that, you're trying to impress somebody that is already impressed.
Right.
Because that's what's awesome about people when they're
and also,
like that.
Trying to put the legacy down, the right way.
And that would be fucking sweet, If I go anytime soon, you better make a song about me.
Well,
God damn it.
Come on.
I've already written
Don't
it.
talk like that.
Well, you never know. That's the joy of life, is that we live like we're going to live forever, but the reality is that forever could be today.
Yeah.
At any point in time. So it's more of just to tell people that you love them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what's funny, dude, is like, and today, when I talk to you, I'm like telling a grown man that I love him. You know what I mean? But I'm like that. Some people are weird. Like, you shake somebody's hand, you give them, like, a little hug. Some people are like, whoa, bro, you're like, that's, But, like, I tell my dad every time I hang up the phone, I tell him I love him. I'm 35 years old. Like, there's no reason for me to, but other than the fact that, I think that, if that's my last time, I want him to know that I love him.
Yep.
And so I just kind of started incorporating that when I talk to Jeremy now. And, it's cool to have that. You know what I mean?
Well, you got it, too, because, what if you didn't tell somebody? Like, what if we didn't have that awesome moment that night?
Right.
And it would have ended on a different note, and shit could have been all, I mean, that was a sweet lesson right there.
Right.
It's like, hey, love motherfuckers.
And nobody will understand but you and I. You know what I mean? Like, that's a moment that we shared, that turned out to be one moment that I'll never forget, Any other time it would have just been, I was mad at Jeremy, he was mad at me, we're cool now, I don't know how many times we've had arguments, and, but,
well,
yeah.
But you pretty much have to.
Right.
From time to time, so that way you can appreciate people more.
Yeah, I agree.
I know that mine and Jenny's arguments turned out pretty good. Thank God our arguments don't resolve that way.
Right. Oh, sex? You mean pulling my hair and choking me?
Exactly. Correct.
That took an interesting turn, huh?
Well, it's got it. That's what helps keep people listening.
That's right. That's right. Speaking of people listening,
do we got to squeeze in a commercial?
pay.
We do. Well, let's do that, and we'll be right back.
Are you a runner? Are you a runner who supports marijuana legalization? Run on Grass is a group of athletes actively seeking to change our marijuana laws. We speak the truth about cannabis, bringing the message through our feet to new ears. Check out runongrass.com to find out more about us, our events, and how to join up or how to sponsor a runner. If you're in the Denver area, please join us for runs or start a group in your area. Running not your thing? Any sport can do it on grass. Runongrass.com. Let's face it, rules and regulations are complicated, especially in the field of medical marijuana. Let Medical Marijuana 101 help you get through the compliance process. We can also explain to you your employment requirements, your employees, and your business. But our work doesn't stop there. Our experience in cultivation ranges from the design of grow rooms to the diagnosis and resolution of grow problems. Visit us at www.medicalmarijuana101.com or call 303-388-7706. That's 303-388-7706.
Hi, you're listening to my mom, Georgia Edson, on iCannabisRadio.com.
Aw.
I love that.
I love that too. We'll have to do another one as soon as he turns 9 because, his voice changes.
Right.
I mean, not like it will when he's 13 or whatever.
And
But
he's like, "Hi, Mom. How you doing?" I apparently need some cereal, Mom.
And my slippers.
And some razors.
Oh. So why do little boys think playing with shaving cream and razors is fun?
Because we see the grown-ups do it, and we want to be grown-up and cool like Dad.
Cool dad. That is a fascinating concept. I don't know. I just think it's weird. When can I start shaving? Maybe never. Maybe never.
Whenever you get hair, dude. But otherwise, there's no reason to do it. It sucks. Once you have to do it, you hate it. It's like,
Well, that's the thing is you can't convince them that,
It's gonna suck one day.
yeah, it just seems so interesting. So really quick while Chris is looking for a video. So, oh, you got one?
Which one?
well, let's see.
What do you?
Eddie, what you pick
us?
one?
Yeah.
Do the suicide video.
He just said that they're not.
I'm
ready
not, I'm
for
not
that.
sure if, but but it's a lot of people that know. So you know what? I don't
Do
know.
it?
Are people? I hope we're
It's-
gonna trust
it's
that.
not graphic or anything. The
We're
video's
gonna,
not graphic.
but it's intense. It's if I.
It's all right. It's too late now.
Oh, is that okay?
And
it's good. It's good. It's not graphic. It's not graphic.
All right. So yeah, we hope
nice and
that
easy.
everyone's
Easy listening.
Yeah.
easy listening.
There you go.
Adult contemporary.
There you
See, so we're gonna get YouTube's gonna ding us again. We're gonna have to tell them we got permission. Yeah, we YouTube hates iCannabis Radio.
Really?
Yeah, we
I
get.
would imagine they had bigger fish to fry. Like
Apparently not. Apparently not. Maybe if our name
go.
was
We want
like.
to use their videos. Yeah, they're like, no.
Are we starting?
Well, we on that video. We paid for it.
When we get frozen, we'll call you and you can write us a nice little letter.
That's fine.
Ready? Go. Are you putting the speakers on? Are they on?
Something about suicide turns her on. She holds a razor to her wrist when she's about to come. Late at night in the dark, she likes to finger fuck the chrome. Cause daddy's never home to hear how loud his daughter moans. Or see her sexy little shows with loaded guns and slutty clothes. Tied up with pantyhose, she fucks so good she curls my toes. She loves to masturbate and think of me as she explodes. She loves it when I choke her, pull her hair and call her home. Call her home. Call her home. Suicide. Suicide. She left a message on my phone, said I'm alone, come get me stoned. So I slammed my jack and coke and I snitched some cold ones for the road. I jumped into the low, hit the liquor store before it closed. Got a bottle of champagne and a cheap-ass plastic rose. It's nice and cold, I swoop some skins in half an O. Bullets full of blow and snort some pills so we can roll. Park the car in daddy's spot, grab the shit, I'm good to go. Biggest house on the block, I got the key to the front door. I put my key inside the hole, let myself in nice and slow. Like the turn low, baby girl is shit the tone. She loves to masturbate and think of me as she explodes. She loves to masturbate and think of me as she explodes. Like suicide. Like suicide. Like suicide. Let's call her
Now you got to talk about that, what we just saw, because that was, I've seen that a few times, and that's still pretty intense.
One of the YouTube comments says, "What the fuck did I just look at?"
What the fuck did I just look at? Yeah, I mean, it's just a concept by, our buddy Charlie. He's done a bunch of different videos, really, really cool. Always been a fan of one of his videos, and he's like, let me have free reign, and I was like, do whatever you want. And the final, I like it. I like it a lot. We lucked out to have Charlie do one of our videos.
It's intense. Like I said earlier, we've played that on our Sexpot radio show a couple of times, and
it's fun.
A little more appropriate on that show. This one, like I said, but
right.
people, you got to be ready for that.
Right.
And
well, and then you have the freedom to do things like that, and then you also have the freedom to do the other songs that we do. Like track 11 and all the other songs. Hard to Swallow, all those other songs that have the message, a message behind them, not just,
Yeah, but that video was fun to watch because it's messed up and it's fun and it's
exactly
unexpected.
Yeah.
Unexpected.
So that was pretty good.
Well, thanks for letting us play it, man. Thanks for letting us come down and talk to you guys. It's been
thank you
a
for
good time.
sharing.
Absolutely. It's good hanging out with you too, buddy.
Well, I know that you guys had band practice tonight, and I'm glad that you chose to swing by
we
here.
Played hooky. Yeah.
For that.
So before you guys leave, I want each of you to tell us your philosophy about marijuana.
Yeah.
Do it,
so no pressure or anything.
No pressure, but it is like Cannabis Radio, so,
Well, I personally believe that marijuana should be completely legal. All states for medicinal purposes and recreational purposes.
All right, well, you guys, no one else has to answer now.
I'm pretty sure that's that's the gist of everybody.
It's a pretty generalized thing. But,
yeah,
I mean, it's it only has positive, like a positive solution that comes from marijuana, and any way you look at it, and if you do it right and you don't, sit around on your couch all day and fuck off and lose your job because you're too stoned to go to work, that's.
But you'll do shit like that if you're doing coke,
yeah,
or if you're just a lazy asshole.
Yeah,
now you're a lazy stoned asshole.
It comes down to personality for sure. It's all down to personality. Really. So.
I get exactly what you're saying.
That's my take on it.
Anybody else have anything to add to that?
They're all
that little bit of brilliance.
I've only taken 20 days off, 24-hour periods without smoking since I was 15 years old.
I thought you were gonna say you only taken 20 hits. I'd be like, liar! I don't even know you, and you're lying.
You took at least 4 with me
today.
Yeah.
And I had to learn moderation, but agreed. If it's in moderation and you know how to use it and enjoy it, then I think it's nothing but a good thing.
I just say roll that shit, like that shit, smoke that shit.
Hallelujah.
That about sums it. Is that the name of our show?
Blow that shit, light that shit, smoke that shit.
It could be.
Yeah.
It is now.
It is now. Make sure you get a cut of that. Look at Eddie, could barely even hold his eyes open. They're all
Because
they're all pro.
you guys had band practice and he's sleepy. Don't
No,
put
we
him
actually
on.
This
didn't
is
go.
band
Oh,
practice.
this
is
They
band
Oh, this is
band
it.
practice and came here, yeah.
This isn't going to make you guys better musicians, just better at being interviewed.
Oh, it does. Well, it gives
for a break.
us an opportunity to get away from the music and hang out with each other on
That's
another
true.
level. And tomorrow we're taking a field trip. I really am trying to get you.
You guys going to the Butterfly Museum?
Yes,
Yeah.
we are all going to the Butterfly
Pavilion.
Pavilion. All of us. All of us together.
With our nets.
We're just gonna hang out.
Going to play with Rosie the Tarantula and
Ooh, I didn't even think of
That
that.
does sound like fun.
You get all high and go play.
The
with
Butterfly
butterflies.
Pavilion is dope.
It is.
Yeah, but no, that's not where we're going.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
no, but we're all gonna go to a rock concert and we're gonna rock out and hang out with each other and build a bond. Because, like I said, I mean, these guys are, the bee's knees. And now that and
you
now
eat grandma candy and you start saying things like the
see,
bees
old
knees.
candy. Yep, see, that was the candy. But now that we got these guys, they all feel the same way that I do. Remember the problems I had with the people that didn't share my politics or my, and I'm not trying to be political, but I mean, we're all on the same wavelength.
Well, if you listen to most of the music, it's not
You
exactly
pretty much-
not political.
I try. Yeah, well, you know what I mean.
But that's
I'm
why I
trying-
bonded to it, because
Right.
it's revolutionary music for revolutionary times.
Right, and that's what. Yeah. Anyhow, got the right soldiers in the army to make sure that battle is won this time around. So,
Nice.
Awesome.
So thank you for letting us have band practice here.
Thank you for coming
Yeah.
here and having band practice.
Yeah, we appreciate
It was
that.
so nice to meet you guys, and be sure to check out No One.
The number one, not
No, the
O
number
one. O.
O-N-E. Yeah,
O-N-E.
there's actually is a band
O-1-E.
from a long time ago called No O-N-E Left Standing, but
And that's lame.
yeah, you got to put a number in it.
Yeah. You have some flair
it.
or something. Fuck.
No One Left Standing on Facebook, on YouTube. Check them out and go see them. Hopefully at
When are you playing again?
I
know we
don't
covered
have
this
any. We
earlier,
don't
but-
have anything on the books right now that we could talk about. But just go to facebook.com, give us a like, please give us a like, and we post the shows all the time from Facebook. So
and make sure that you get their Pandora station.
yeah, Pandora station, please.
Yeah.
That would be awesome. That iTunes, if you want to pick up an album, or if you want to see some more creepy videos, check out YouTube. You can watch clowns do naughty things.
Nice. We're going to take a quick break before the end of our show. We'll be right back.
Yeah.
Surprise, Chris.
Whether you are a commercial grower or cultivate as a hobby, No Dough Urban Garden Supply is Denver's first stop for your hydroponic grow needs. With a wide range of products including House and Garden, Botanicare, and Fox Farm, their knowledgeable staff can get you started on your first garden or help you with your well-established business. No Dough Urban Garden Supply is located in downtown Denver at 1330 27th Street, 4 blocks north of Coors Field near MMD of Colorado. They are open 6 days a week from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. Call 303-296-3424 or visit them on the web at www.nodoughurbangardensupply.com.
High up in the Rockies is beautiful Frisco, Colorado. Medical Marijuana of the Rockies is a medical marijuana center with compassion for Colorado's medical patients. Looking for great meds grown organically in soil? You've come to the right place. Medical Marijuana of the Rockies is just off I-70 at exit 203. Check them out at the web at www.mmrockies.com. Their ever-changing strain and clone selection is updated on the website daily. When making a trip to the mountains, no matter the season, stop by Medical Marijuana of the Rockies. Make sure you say you heard about them on iCannabis Radio. You can call 970-668-MEDS to get more information. Medical Marijuana of the Rockies, your mountain source for meds.
I'm Gary Johnson, and you're listening to iCannabis Radio, and I want to say, talk it up, Colorado.
Hi, welcome back. We were just talking about another show.
Yeah.
This one. We should talk about this one.
Right.
That was fun.
But that was a good, quick, last-second idea there.
Yeah.
Let's see if
Thought
we
about it
can-
last night when I looked at his bio.
Yeah, he seems like I mean I met him yesterday. He's a great guy. I showed him pictures of Jenny and said
You thought she
"Here."
was hot?
And maybe I'm
Did
sure.
he say that?
Did he?
Yeah.
I don't know. No, his wife and kid.
You
were
think
there.
that's rude? It's rude if someone says a girl's hot?
Your wife and kids are there, yeah.
You're like, oh, that girl's hot. I'll totally paint her. Would she get naked? It's like, yeah, she would have. But she was cool like that. But whatever. But so he said that he'll do a painting of her, so I'm really excited.
I think that's really cool.
So
He has some crazy style. Like his approach to art is whimsical and a little on the creepy side, which is part of being whimsical.
And it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, he talks about being inspired by old toys and old characters and those kinds of things, and I mean, you definitely see the inspiration, but it's so different. I mean, that is not my Big Bird.
Right, but but we're not that age anymore either. So it's like more
chronologically for sure.
It's more grown up type of Big Bird, and I think there's an Oscar the Grouch, and there's a Cookie Monster.
I like the cat one.
The
huge eye. No, not Grumpy Cat. I'm over Grumpy Cat.
I hate that shit.
I'm so over Grumpy Cat. No, there's a cat who has eyes this big, and I think it's called
Felix, the black cat.
It's he's got a name for it. It's like Unique Cat or something like that. And it's
check it out
it's funny. It's really funny. I liked that one a lot.
In the last several days, I've got so many prints I can't even.
Nice.
He was doing that buy one get 3 free sale, so like 4 for $30.
That's amazing.
We already have. Me and Jenny collected a big stack of his prints. Some of them are in frames. We had them hanging around our fireplace. It was pretty good times.
That's awesome.
People would come over like, "Wow, this is sweet. Your Alice in Wonderland collection. This is trippy and weird." And my Willy Wonka one is my favorite because it's just this big old top hat and this like black shadow. And all you see is eyes, and like it's kind of scary. And it's like, oh, this is the Mad Hatter. This is creepy. And I found out later, no, it's Willy Wonka, and it's like, oh, that's even more messed up.
Yeah, he does have the whole Alice in Wonderland theme, though. He's got all of those characters.
Yeah, plus the original Alice Waddell or whatever her name is.
Nice.
So you can get both Alice prints.
Ooh.
The blonde, the character Alice.
Yeah.
And then the original Alice, the character is based on.
Oh, that's cool.
So. Which is kind of cool. And then he just did a new, the hair, whatever, I forget what the painting was called, but it matches so he's got a Mad Hatter print where it's all like tie-dye background and the Hatter you see up close, and one eye has one, everything's normal, but the eye up close has 2 irises and everything, so it's really crazy, but I've learned a few things about Mad Hatters and how that all came to be and why they go mad.
Why do they go mad?
A lot of the chemicals that they used made things real bad.
That's interesting.
And so
this guy, this artist, looks like a banker.
Yeah.
I
did not expect that when I asked him. I was like, hey, I'd like to get some of these. In case anyone's wondering, we're talking about Kevin Esslinger.
Sorry, did we not say that? Check him out, kevinesslinger.com. Kevin Esslinger on Facebook.
Like his artwork is awesome.
It's really fun. It's very fun.
He did a new one of Ash from Army of Darkness. So it's got him with the chainsaw on his arm and
he's holding I saw that one.
up. Oh, I love that movie.
Doesn't he have a Breaking Bad series too? Or did
I don't think so.
I thought I saw that last night.
It's possible. I know there's a Nightmare Before Christmas series.
There's
Wizard of Oz.
I love that. I like whimsical art. I was in San Francisco and I drove by a garage sale and I saw this beautiful canvas painting. And I got out of my car and I ran up and I'm like, I have to have that. And the little girl who is the daughter of the folks having the garage sale was like, you can have it for $3. Nice. I'm like, oh, I don't think that's $3. And she's like, yeah, my dad painted it. And I'm like, oh my gosh. So, I gave some money and I brought it home and I put it on my wall. And it was it had nice colors and I really liked it. And the more I looked at it, the more I'm like, that just looks familiar. Why does that look familiar? It's a vagina.
Oh shit.
It's a woman, but the middle of and you don't really notice it when you just think it's an abstract. But when you when you look at it after a while, you see the head and then you see the outline of the breasts and then the middle is a vagina.
That you had that hanging on your wall.
It's hanging my wall now.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's even better.
I'll Snapchat it.
Please
Yeah,
do.
I'll Snapchat it. It's very
Take
nice.
a picture and just text it to me because I don't want it to go away after 10 seconds. I want to try to see what like.
You guys have to ask Warren what it's like to have.
How long
it.
did it take you to? Is it that well hidden? When I see this, are we going to be like, what the?
Warren
fuck?
Warren saw it like this the moment he saw the painting. I think I probably took a month before I was like, why? And they're very crisp lines.
Why does it look familiar?
Except for in the middle where it's sort of blurred and soft and
smushy and pretty looking. Somewhere you want to eat. You know, you're like, hey, that looks like a nice place to dine.
It's a vagina.
Yes. Oh wait, this isn't Sex Pot Radio. Sorry, kiddos.
Well, we're talking about whimsy art, and that's kind of funny.
And that's where it went to.
Yeah.
Restaurants at the end of the universe, you know? It is what it is.
It is what it is.
But art is really great. It's amazing the things that we connect to and the songs that we connect to or the paintings or the plays or the whatever.
Books.
God, thank God for books.
Thank God for books.
Jenny and I connected really well to Kevin Esslinger's art. Last year we went to the symphony a lot. Before the accident happened, I was really into this song by Imagine Dragons called Radioactive. I really liked it. I was just starting to hear it a few times. I don't listen to the radio, so, just counterculture radio where it's actually fun and entertaining and you could actually hear things like fuck and not a censor.
Vagina. Oh.
Or vagina, exactly. You never know what you're going to hear. That's what makes this kind of show great. For an hour, you don't know what you're going to hear. And it could be enjoyable. But I was listening to that song, and then after the accident, I would listen to it, and I would just cry and cry and cry. I'd look at Jenny's pictures, and I would just cry, and it's weird. It's just the power of the music and the emotion, not even the words. I don't think the words have much to do. I mean, sometimes I can attribute things, but it's just really weird. And then Demons, you turned me on to that song. Demons, holy shit, that is an amazing song. And then there's another one called It's Time.
I love that song.
That is a great song. I got turned on to that because it was at the end of the video for Demons. And naturally, after surviving what kills a lot of people, I've attached to, when I see things like that, it's like, oh, damn, this kid, I got to go and log on and donate or do something. And,
that was so cool.
But then I heard the whole song, and I was like, why have I heard this? And I'm just rocking in the car, and it's like, oh, shit. I know this song. Okay. I'm going to donate to Tyler. I'm going to go home.
Yep.
So it's like, all right. But it's weird, the power of things and art and music. So I encourage everybody to find I want to say a hobby, but just find a passion somewhere within yourself for something that is artsy, whether it's reading. I mean, grab a Garfield book. If nothing else, just start somewhere and start to re-educate your mind and re-stimulate it and get creative. And maybe even yourself. Grab a Hobby Lobby. Hobby Lobby has a 2-pack canvas set for $7.50. So go to Hobby Lobby, grab some paintbrushes, grab some paints, paint something. Who cares what it is? Who cares? It doesn't even have to make sense to you. Who cares? Slap down some colors and paint it. If that makes you feel good, do something. Live. Get artsy. Live.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. I mean, it's life is way too short to just go through the motions.
It really is.
You can sleep when you're dead.
I mean, we do need a certain amount of sleep to live a productive life, but we live the same thing over and over. It's 5 days of work and then 2 days to get caught up or rest. And it's like, really? What are you doing that for? To retire? So you want to try to enjoy life when you're too old to enjoy life? I mean, now is the time. I mean, I've got people that were closer to me than I ever thought that didn't even make it much past,
Right.
in the mid-30s. And we'll never get to be that age. So that just tells me, seize the day.
That's right.
So I want to tell you that. Seize that shit. Tell people. Tell people what you think and feel. Be honest. Be true to yourself. And live. People will forget what you say, but people will never forget how you made them feel. I think that was Maya Angelou.
It was Maya.
However you say that name, that said that. But
So Jeremy ends every show with some philosophical something, which is a great way to end the show.
try to. You gotta end on a strong note. Leave people with something positive to think about.
That's right. Like what's going to be on the station the rest of the week?
Yeah,
is
that'd
that
be
positive
good.
too? So on Wednesday from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m., the Adam Dunn Show. Fabulous. You guys check it out. So good. Thursday, the Hemp Connoisseur from 4 to 5 p.m. And make sure that you check out, we are going to post up, right? Aren't we going to post up the Hemp Connoisseur Championship video? Oh, it's already up. Make sure you check that out. All those winners. We didn't even get a chance to talk about that tonight, but iCannabis Radio was there and interviewed everybody.
It was fun.
And had a good time. On Friday from 6:30 to 7:30 p.m., Reefer Madness with Citizen J and Mark. Mondays in the lab, Jennifer Murray from Can Labs from 3 to 4 p.m. And, of course, Jeremy and I and producer Chris from 7 to 8 p.m. next Monday.
What about Thursday?
No, I didn't. I said Hemp Connoisseur. Because we talked about the cup, from 4 to 5 p.m., but I'll say it again. No, I'll say it twice. I'll say it 3 times if you want me to.
Come on, Chris, pay attention. Damn it, you're the producer. We only need an hour of your time every week. Come on.
That's all we ask for.
Shit, buddy. I'm just kidding. We love you.
No, I'm not kidding, but I still love you. Thank you so much. Our sponsors this week, Mile High Wellness, Nodo Urban Garden Supply, Edson Maton and Matt's, Medical Marijuana of the Rockies, Cuffle Collin and Company, Medical Marijuana 101, and Run on Grass.
I'd like to thank No One Left Standing for the whole damn band.
That was
for
fantastic.
For taking the time to skip band practice and come down here to hang out and
play foosball.
Well, that's because we threw them out and said, hey, we got to finish our show. We didn't necessarily
throw them out. Because it was hot in here. It's hot with a lot of people.
It does, like.
We should have told them they weren't allowed to exhale.
You should have been around for an IDAB show. That's with some intense stuff. We had 8 people in here, torches going every single area. We were doubling up microphones. It got intense in here. It was ridiculous.
You should have worn tank tops and boxer shorts.
That would have just been gross.
That would have been hilarious.
Like a bunch of dudes sitting in a room sweating in their
boxer shorts,
boxers and wife beater shirts.
That's called prison.
Right. Or the hood. I don't know.
My hood, for sure.
Shit. I don't know about that, but you can touch your neighbor's house from your deck.
I can touch both my neighbors' houses.
Yeah, that's pretty messed up.
It's close by.
So,
it was wonderful.
It was wonderful. I look forward to Mondays now, and I thank all of you for sharing your time with us, because you really don't have to, but you do. So thank you. Appreciate it. I'm glad to be here to share it myself or share my time with you. I love you, Georgia.
Love you.
So, all right.
We'll see you guys next week.
Good night.